Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar and today we have to talk about this particular issue. Whether government spying is legal or not. Is central government of India or any government per se, are they spying on us? And there are so many things which we have to talk about. Right to privacy versus national security. What has Supreme Court Honorable Judge, given statement or what particular statement we are talking about when it comes to Supreme Court Honorable Judge. Here, Pegasus is in news. It was in news earlier also. Now again, it has come into picture. Like, we'll talk about why Pegasus is in news. What is this right to privacy versus national security issue? And if you see right to privacy, K.S. Puttaswamy judgment 2017, Article 21, it comes under Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. So many mains question, pre-question, they have been asked by UPSC on right to privacy. So this particular issue is very important from, more so from UPSC perspective. And if it is important from UPSC perspective, it becomes important from other exams perspective as well. And even if you are watching it from what general knowledge perspective. That again, hope you understood where I'm going with this. April 30, 2025, Hindu page number 1. This is the article, and then the expanded version is on page number 10. Honorable Supreme Court Justice or Judge Surikant sir, he's saying that there is no issue if government is using Pegasus for national security. So there is a case which is going on related to Pegasus that government cannot do the surveillance, and whether everybody is under surveillance and whether this is legal or illegal. Can government do that? What about right to privacy? Then the Solicitor General, he's talking about what about national security. So this whole issue is about right to privacy versus national security. We have to look at other dimensions as well here. So Supreme Court remark on use of spyware. April 29, 2025, Justice Surikant, Honorable Supreme Court Judge sir, he's saying that there is nothing wrong with government using, the spyware, military grade Pegasus spyware for national security against the so-called anti-national elements rather. So if government is using it, they can use it. The other judgment will see the points which has been put forward by the petitioner and what they are saying. He emphasized that the issue was not spyware. He's saying that it's fine if government is using the spyware. The issue is government is using it against whom? Are they using it against anti-national people, or are they using it against the so-called political rivals and everything? So the point is not whether they're using it. The point is who they are using it against. Context. The petitioner includes senior journalist N. Ram. He's senior journalist. You may have heard about him if you have read the Hindu. So the petitioners are questioning that Indian government used Pegasus for illegal surveillance of private citizen. They are saying that if government has used it, they can accept it. Government is neither accepting it nor they are cooperating with this whole case. Plus there was one particular committee report on surveillance. They have not made it public yet. So government is very ambivalent about it, very hesitant about it. So they are questioning whether the Indian government used Pegasus for illegal surveillance of private citizens, including journalists and judges. It's not about the so-called anti-national elements. They are trying to target those people who are questioning government some way or the other. So that is one point. So now the question is, should government intrude our private sphere? This means sphere rather. Should we, tape our phones and laptop cameras, because we don't know what they are seeing. Are we being surveilled all the time? Is government watching each and every activity of ours? Each and every activity, that is a very large ambit. Hope you can understand where we are going with this. So yes, this is one question. If you feel like no, in this, the Solicitor General, he's arguing this case and he's saying that no, in the interest of national security, right to privacy goes out of the window. So do you think in that regard, government can intrude into our private sphere? Then the question is, who are anti-national? How we will categorize anti-national? Anybody can be categorized as anti-national. So can anybody's personal life be intruded upon? So there are so many things which we have to talk about here. Right to privacy versus national security. Justice Honorable Supreme Court Judge Justice Kant is saying that private citizens' right to privacy must be protected, but national security is supreme, right? It cannot be compromised, especially in because we are going through Pahalgam and so much talks are going on, so much, India-Pakistan war and so many things we are discussing. So yes, national security is a very, very big issue. But then what about right to privacy? Solicitor General, who is second in the ranking when we talk about judicial officers, Attorney General, constitutional body. Solicitor General, is it a constitutional body or is it a statutory body? If you know about it, you can post it in the comment section. He is saying that, Tushar sir is saying that, that terrorists cannot have any privacy right. So now the first word was, we have seen anti-national element. Now the second word is terrorists. Who are anti-national element? Who are terrorists? What is the criteria here? How we are deciding it? How the government is deciding? That is the question. So demand by petitioner. Petitioner demanded a disclosure. So there was a committee, which was R.V. Ravindran committee. They talked about surveillance reforms. They talked about, they gave, they suggested certain things, whether we are being surveilled or not, who are being surveilled, who are anti-national, who are terrorists, and whom government is surveilling. Is government surveilling all of us? Is government surveilling the political rivals or judges or journalists? Whom are they surveilling? So the surveillance reforms and all the Ravindran committee report was given by them, and this report has been in sealed cover for nearly 3 years. Nobody knows what is this in this particular report. The petitioner are saying that we need to know what is in this report. Then Justice Kant, he is also saying certain things about this particular report. We'll see in just few moments from now. So now, senior advocate Dinesh Dwivedi, he is saying that in August 2022, a special bench noted 5 of 29 phones had malware. Now, the people whose phone had malware, are they anti-national? Are they terrorists? Who are they? And why they have malware? Why is government so hesitant about it? Now, petitioner is also saying that the government was not cooperative with the committee's investigation. They are not saying, they are not telling whether they're using. See, here Justice Khan's observation is we can use Pegasus. But the point is whom we are using it against. The petitioner point is government is not even accepting they're using Pegasus. So if they're accepting it, then we can proceed with the second point, whom they're using it against, right? So objection. Solicitor General saying is, General Sir is saying that no, it's not like government is not cooperating. Mr. Mehta strongly objected. We have to understand this issue because this is not a minor issue. This is an issue which will affect all of us. If right to privacy is gone, it will be gone for almost all of us. Government can always use this pretext of national security to take away our right to privacy. We are not saying it, scholar says it. So again, we have to be very patient with this whole thing. What is going on? National security, nobody can discount that fact that national security is paramount. But then using that to just, totally bypass right to privacy, then what will happen to K.S. Puttaswamy judgment, which was passed in 2017? Where is the line here? Where is the demarcation line here? So new evidence from US court. Kapil Sibal is saying that US district court, they found that India was among the countries where Pegasus was used for surveillance. So now, why is Indian government not confirming it? If they have used Pegasus, awesome. At least they should confirm it. So now this is the question. If you know the answer of any of these questions, let's say you have done research on it, let's say you have studied some other sources on it, you can cite it in the comment section, whatever is your view. So did Indian government use Pegasus for surveillance? That is one question. Did they? And what is your view on it? Supreme Court stand on disclosure. Supreme Court is saying that individuals who submitted their phone, who believe their phone has been, spied upon, they are entitled to know whether they were infected with Pegasus or not. But, entire report, we cannot make it, we cannot keep it in the public domain, again, because of national security concern. So again, there is a question. Can we use national security concern for anything and everything? Surveillance reform report, Ravindran report. Do you think it should be made public? This Ravindran report, which we are talking about, which was related to surveillance reforms, should government make it public? Or do you think, no, sir, it should not be made public because national security is a very big issue, agreed, very big issue. But if Ravindran committee has submitted a report, who this particular report is catering to, and what has government done about it? Do we deserve to know that thing, or you think, no, sir, that is not important, again, because of national security concern? So whatever is your view, feel free to share it. Court's conditional assurance. Court may release individual findings to concerned persons. So court can say that whether Pegasus was used on you or not, but the broader details will not be submitted, again, because of national security. So further hearing, Supreme Court has not yet passed a final judgment. This is one of the statements made by Honorable Justice Khan, sir. But the case is scheduled for next hearing on July 30. So currently I'm making this video on April 30. This statement was made by Justice Sir on April 29. 3 months after, he will hear the schedule the next hearing. There was economic survey. Economic survey gave a particular report. There they talked about that average pendency of case in India is approximately 5 years. Do you think these kind of hearings should happen more regularly rather than 3 months gap between them? Because this is actually a very big issue, right to privacy versus national security. In which areas we can invoke this right to security, national security to curb our right to privacy. There's so many things which we have to talk about. So average pendency, approximately 5 years in India. Now we are understanding why, because long time between hearings. So now let's talk about the other questions. Is government watching each and every activity, every move of ours? And again, can they do that? Again, national security. So what is your view on that? Should they watch each and every activity? Should we seal our phone and lappy cameras because we don't know? Edward Snowden. When we're talking about this issue, it may remind you of Edward Snowden and what he whistleblower and all those stuff. So please, should we seal our phone and lappy cameras because right to privacy is out of the picture according to the judgment which has been given. So whatever are your views on these particular topics, these particular questions which we have discussed, you can put it in the comment section. You can also put the answer of this particular question in the comment section. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the right to privacy in India? First, it is explicitly mentioned in Constitution. Second, it has been declared a fundamental right under Article 21. One only, two only, both, or neither. Also, I will share this particular PDF in this Telegram channel of mine, Fun Study with Shub, because study should be fun, along with the answer of the objective question which I just asked. Also, you can join our GS Foundation English batch. Admissions are closing today, that is 30th April. So join at the earliest. You can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discount. Whatever are your views on this particular topic, feel free to share it and share it at the earliest. So that's it from me. I'm looking forward to your comments, to your views on this particularly very, very sensitive issue which impacts us all. Nobody can be, it impacts us all, believe it or not. So yes, share your views and share the answer of the question which we just discussed in the comment section. Take care, be blessed, tata, bye bye.